Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Okay, number 8, ordinances on introduction. Ordinance 2762-2025, an ordinance of the Borough of Fair Lawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 62 Animals, Chapter 94 Fees, Chapter 111 Food Handler, and Chapter 173 Public Nuisances of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn 2000, all related to the Health Department. May I have a motion that this ordinance be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on November 25th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor upon motion by Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich and a second by Councilmember Salinas, ordinance 2762 was carried by a roll call vote of 5-0 with a public hearing to be held on November 25th, 2025.
Ordinance 2763-2025, an ordinance of the Borough of Fair Lawn authorizing the sale of certain real property designated as Block 3211, Lot 1-01 to Joseph and Leedy, how do you say that last name? I'm not going to. Quispy, pursuant to NJSA 40A:12-13B5. May I have a motion that this ordinance be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on November 25th, 2025?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor, upon motion by Councilmember Kraus and a second by Deputy Mayor Reinitz, ordinance 2763-2025 was carried by a roll call vote of 5-0 and will have a public hearing held on November 25th, 2025.
Ordinance 2764-2025, an ordinance authorizing the vacation of a portion of an existing utility easement located on a portion of Block 3601, Lot 2, Borough of Fair Lawn, Bergen County, New Jersey. May I have a motion that this ordinance be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on November 25th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor, upon a motion by Councilmember Salinas, second by Deputy Mayor Reinitz, ordinance 2764-2025 will be carried by a roll call vote of 5-0 with a public hearing to be held on November 25th, 2025.
Ordinance 2765-2025. An ordinance for the Borough of Fair Lawn, the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, amending and supplementing Chapter 33, Police Department, Article 3, Entrance Requirements, Section 33-5, Requirements for Appointment to the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn 2000. May I have a motion that this ordinance be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on November 25th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Just briefly,
Sure.
I just want to thank Chief DeWicki for bringing this to us. I know a lot of us have been frustrated by the process of civil service, and for him to take the initiative to try to reframe how we can go out and hire and target specific types of employees that'll help both diversify and really enhance our police department, I think is something very worthwhile. So thank you to Chief DeWicki for that.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
The mayor, upon a motion by Councilmember Kraus and a second by Councilmember Salinas, ordinance 2765-2025 was carried by roll call vote of 5-0 with a public hearing to be held on November 25th, 2025.
Ordinances on public hearing and final passage. Ordinance 2758-2025, an ordinance amending Chapter 125 Land Development of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn 2000, Article 4, Supplementary Zoning Regulations, Section 125-38, Fences and Walls. Clerk Magarelli, has the planning board reported on this ordinance?
Yes, Mayor. A memo was received with the suggestion of additional wording regarding hedges, which was provided to all council members.
I think, looking at the memo, I think that there was some confusion by the planning board as to whether the word hedges was being added or removed. The ordinance as introduced removed hedges from the general 6-foot limitation applicable to fences or walls, and from the 3-foot limitations for walls and fences in the front yard setback and the corner transition areas, as well as from the new provision that would permit 8-foot fences and walls along the rear property line of properties that abut Route 208 and New Jersey Transit property. So what we're trying to do is, allow people to put up 8-foot walls where they're backing on the highway in New Jersey Transit, but to not put a limit on the hedges. I just wanted to make a motion to amend the ordinance to keep hedges in the 3-foot limitation, so that it's applicable to the front yard setback and the corner transition areas, but to not include hedges when they're subject to a 6-foot limitation or the new 8-foot limitation. So the hedges can keep growing so that we can have more greenery, more privacy, but not where in the area where we need a 3-foot limit for a sightline. So.
So do you want to make the motion to amend the ordinance the way you described?
Yes, I would like to make the motion to amend that ordinance.
Is there a second to amend the ordinance?
Second.
Okay. So now we vote to pass it, right? To pass it with the amendment. Right, Judy?
Do a roll call on the amendment.
Oh, on the amendment first and then on the, okay, so let's do a roll call on just the amendment.
Okay, roll call on the amendment for 2758-2025. Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Okay, 2758-2025, the amendment, motion by Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich and second by Councilmember Kraus, carried with the roll call 5-0.
Okay.
And then,
Yep.
Yes,
Uh,
I'm sorry.
good.
Then we need a motion.
yeah, then I'd like to make a motion that the ordinance as amended be introduced on first reading tonight and advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on November 17th. So that's my motion.
Oh, at the work session. Got it. Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Discussion? Roll call.
Roll call to introduce 2758-2025 at the November 17th, 2020.
Well, no, we're
public
introducing
hearing.
it tonight.
Introducing tonight,
Yep.
public hearing to be held on November 17th, 2025. Roll call, Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Catrone?
Yes. Okay. Oh, do you have to read the?
Upon motion by Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich and a second by Councilmember Kraus, ordinance number 2758-2025 was carried by a roll call vote 5-0 with a public hearing to be held on November 17th, 2025.
Ordinance 2759-2025, an ordinance to amend Chapter 94 fees, Article 1, Schedule of Fees, and the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Fair Lawn 2000. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comment on this ordinance only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The time for public comment is now open on this ordinance only. Seeing nobody, can I have a motion to close the time for public comment on this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Public hearing on this ordinance is now closed. Can I have a motion that this ordinance be adopted on second and final reading and advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Mayor, motion to adopt ordinance 2759-2025 on second and final reading was moved by Councilmember Kraus and seconded by Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich and carried by a roll call vote of 5-0.
Ordinance 2760-2025, an ordinance amending various sections of Chapter 232 Vehicles and Traffic, Article 2, Parking of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn 2000. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comment on this ordinance only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Time for public comment is now open on this ordinance only. Please state your name.
Good evening, Pamela Coles. What does this ordinance entail regarding vehicles and traffic article parking of the Code of the Borough of Fair Lawn 2000?
So these were the parking changes that we needed to make in order to create the new traffic flow in front of TJ Middle School.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
All right, thank you so much.
you're welcome. Anybody else on this ordinance only? Seeing nobody, can I have a motion to close the time of public comment on this ordinance only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Public hearing on this ordinance is now closed. Can I have a motion that this ordinance be adopted on second and final reading and that it be advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas.
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz.
Yes.
Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
And Mayor, motion to adopt ordinance 2760-2025 on second and final reading was moved by Councilmember Kraus and seconded by Deputy Mayor Rottenstrike and carried by a roll call vote of 5-0.
Ordinance 2761-2025, an ordinance fixing the salaries of certain employees of the Borough of Fair Lawn, Bergen County, New Jersey as amended stipends. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comment on this ordinance only?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Time for public comment is now open on this ordinance only. Seeing nobody, can I have a motion to close the time for public comment on this ordinance?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Public hearing on this ordinance is now closed. Can I have a motion that this ordinance be adopted on second and final reading and advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas.
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz.
Yes.
Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
And Mayor, motion to adopt ordinance 2761-2025 on second and final reading was moved by Councilmember Kraus and seconded by Deputy Mayor Reinitz and carried by a roll call vote of 5-0.
10, public comments on consent agenda items only, 18-2025. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comment on consent agenda items only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Time for public comment is now open on consent agenda items only. Please state your name.
Good evening, Pamela Coles. Consent agenda item 325-2025, resolution authorizing a professional service contract with QD Consulting Services, LLC, Development Direction, LLC, for affordable housing administration services. Can you elaborate a little bit on what that might be about?
Yes, so for affordable housing, this is our administrative agent, right? Not the planner, yeah. So we have to have an administrative agent for all of our in order to, we by law have to meet certain affordable housing, and we have to have an administrative agent, and that's what this is, overseeing that.
And then also on 327-2025, resolution authorizing a professional service contract with T&M Associates for affordable housing planner
Yeah,
services. That's for planner.
yeah, so that's for the planner to go
Right,
along, because we're
gotcha.
in now the fourth round of affordable housing.
Yeah, that makes complete
Yep.
sense. Okay, thank you.
Yep. No problem. Anybody else on the consent agenda items? We're almost at the general public comments. Okay. Seeing nobody, can I have a motion to close the time for public comment on consent agenda items only?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Time for public comment on this consent agenda is now closed. Will the municipal clerk read the consent agenda passage?
Whereas the following resolutions 312-2025 through 330-2025 having heretofore been placed on this consent agenda, require no discussion, same having been previously reviewed by each council member be and are hereby adopted, ratified, and confirmed in their entirety by the mayor and council of the Borough of Fair Lawn.
Can I have a motion to pass the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas,
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz,
Yes.
Mayor Catrone,
Yes.
and Mayor upon a motion by Councilmember Kraus, seconded by Deputy Mayor Reinitz. Consent agenda 18-2025 containing resolutions 312-2025 through 330-2025 was carried by a roll call vote of 5-0.
Okay, 12, new business. Can we actually do the Neglia proposal first? Because I just want to pull up my notes for the other one. Borough manager, I believe that was yours.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Good evening. So hopefully everyone on the governing body, I'm sure, got a chance to review it. This proposal was sent actually quite some time ago. You might see at the date it was revised 3 separate times. We have had our borough engineer as well as our IT coordinator take a look and do a number of the responsibilities. That has led to significant savings for the borough. So this new proposal has the updated savings, and they're the tasks that will be done by Neglia Engineering. This will be for our watershed inventory report, phase 1, which we're really excited to move forward with.
Okay, do you need consensus? Do you need us to roll call? What do you need?
What do you prefer?
I mean, you should get consensus.
Just consensus, right? So is there consensus to move forward with Neglia's proposal?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So zoning board recommendations to the planning board is what I put on here. So I just wanted to follow up very quickly with where we left off at the last work session. Obviously, the zoning board annual report had a lot of things in there. And so to kind of go through these in what I think is the most logical fashion, what I'm going to suggest is, well, we're moving forward with the items that there was consensus on, which was the mother-daughter ordinance, outdoor lighting, classification of the term old in junkyard definition, new property survey requirements, and the partial destruction exemption due to sheathing were the ones that there were consensus on. So the borough attorney is working on what needs to be worked on in order to move forward with those. And then what I would suggest is there were 5 items that were very specific to planning. Those were eliminating the solid wall type fences, the amendment of non-conforming lots, garage floor area ratio, deck height and coverage classification, and above ground or in-ground swimming pools. And I would like for us to basically send those to the planning board and have them review them first before we talk about them again. So does that work for everybody?
Yes.
Okay, and then there were a few other ones that were smaller changes, like the outdoor storage loophole removal, gasoline service station. There were a few like that, that I think maybe we can just as needed add them maybe one at a time or so onto a future work session. Those are ones that really don't pertain to the planning board. So does that work for everybody?
Yes.
Okay, great. So Gail, can you tell the planning board?
They don't have enough work to do.
All right, any other new business?
Yeah. So, based on the fact that the former Green Dragons, 80s, Roadhouse, P-Tax, and
Stop, I haven't had dinner yet.
barbershop and cleaners
you.
property has sat vacant now for almost a year and a half. And any attempt that we have made to find out what the plans are has been unsuccessful. I would like us to start considering naming that area as an area in need of redevelopment. I think where it is in town, it's a consequential property, and I think for us to be reactive at this point and be patient, I think is a mistake. So I would ask for consensus for our attorney to begin the process of naming that an area of redevelopment so that we could pass a resolution to do so and then send it on to the planning board, which I believe is the process. Is that right, Judy?
what the process would be is the council would pass a resolution referring the matter to the planning board to do a study as an area in need of redevelopment. And the decision, obviously, the resolution obviously would have to include in there whether you want the study to include, a condemnation area or a non-condemnation. So if you know how you want to proceed, I could prepare a resolution for the next meeting that would refer the matter to the planning board.
Yeah, the Deals property, I believe we did as non-condemnation, right? Yeah, I don't see any reason to do it as condemnation at this point.
So if the board, the council wants, I can prepare a resolution either for the work session or for the, for your review at the work session and adoption subsequently, or however you want to proceed, that would refer it to the planning board to do a study for an area in need of.
When's the next planning board meeting? Do you know, Gail?
Yeah, it's the 10th, November 10th.
So we won't meet
So
before
we
then?
wouldn't need
No.
that one anyway.
No.
Yeah, we wouldn't get on that one,
But, okay.
right?
I don't know.
No, because next work session is 17th.
No, but we could pass a resolution now.
Well, there's a little more things that need to go into a resolution, I really,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? If I would need more specific information to put into the resolution.
Okay.
The planning board also has a really,
Yeah, I did get the
Agenda.
packet for the November 10th meeting. It is quite, you already have the agenda set, right?
yeah, and we have two applications. Well, finishing one application, two other
Do
applications.
you think there'll be a special meeting, maybe?
We actually have a special meeting planned for November 3rd for a fourth application.
Okay. Okay. All right, so consensus, I guess, then to, to do it at the work session? So you'll have it written up and ready for us at the work session? Okay. And then if needed, we can also ask the planning board, not to give you more meetings, but to have another special meeting if we feel this needs to be done faster.
Yeah, I'm not aware of anything moving on it. I believe the borough manager said there haven't been any permits pulled. I know they've just been cited for non-compliance, so hopefully that spurs it also.
Okay. All right, so consensus to do that at the work session?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. Anybody else new business? Okay, 13, review of 2025 best practice inventory. Are there any questions or comments regarding the inventory that was emailed to us by the clerk?
Nope.
Okay. Do you need anything else except that's it?
Nope, that's it.
Okay,
No
great.
questions.
14, Resolution 331-2025, resolution acknowledging the 2025 municipal best practices inventory. Can I have a motion to pass this resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
And Mayor, upon a motion by Councilmember Salinas and a second by Councilmember Kraus, Resolution 331-2025 was carried by a roll call vote of 5-0.
Resolution 332-2025, resolution authorizing execution of a license agreement between the Borough of Fairlawn and Omer Katz and Yael Doliner Katz regarding property located at 39-10 Northern Drive, Block 1302, Lot 14 in the Borough of Fairlawn. Can I have a motion to pass this resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
And Mayor, upon a motion by Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich and second by Councilmember Salinas, Resolution 332-2025 was carried by a roll call vote of 5-0.
Okay, number 16, public comments. Can I have a motion to open the time for public comments?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Time for public comment is now open. Please state your name prior to the comment.
My name is John Bennett, a resident of Fairlawn, and Deputy Mayor Reinitz has raised the issue that I was going to raise here tonight, but I'm wondering if can be a remediation done at all in terms of putting up screening fences or requiring of a filling of the pit there, not, so it's doing something other than just redevelopment of the property, doing something to avoid it as a nuisance in town and as a possible eyesore, among other things, for the community. So that was my question, if that something could be done. I know you were looking at ordinances in other communities. There was some discussion about ordinance in New Milford and other ordinances that might be helpful, but as we've already heard, there appears to be no plan for redevelopment of this property. So can something be done to remediate the dangerous site that's been left there?
So as you pointed out, we looked into ordinances, and what we found was we actually have the ordinances for the most part that we need. And so, as the deputy mayor pointed out, the borough manager directed our code enforcers to go out and take a look at the site and figure out which parts of the ordinance they're violating, and if need be, issue summonses and or make them fix whatever needs to be fixed as quickly as possible. The designating it an area of need of redevelopment is more like the next part, to ensure that what goes there is something that, you know, fits there, right? And something we would want to see there. But in terms of filling in the pit, my guess is we probably can't require them to do that, but clearing it of the essentially forest that has grown in there.
Weeds that are there.
Yes, and making sure that the fence is as secure as it should be. Those are types of things that we can do. Deputy Mayor, was there other?
No, I think that was it. I think the problem with filling the hole is it's depends what you're going to do structurally there, because it's excavated for a basement.
I assume that was dug as a result of plans for redevelopment, putting a foundation into a new building on the site. So I understand that it was important to have a pit there, but no longer is there any plans of development.
Yeah.
And it seems like you should be able to get them to do something like was done at the old Nabisco site, to put a screening fence up so you don't see this pit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't see
Borough
the
Manager, can you at least, I mean, I know that the screening fence might not be a formal requirement, but it seems like an easy enough thing for them to just do, especially if they are violating our ordinances. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yep, no problem.
That was
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you for your patience.
Yes.
Pamela Coles. I just want to acknowledge the e-blasts that go out on every Friday from Ron Lauderman. They are hugely valuable. You know, I actually take the time to read them, you know, scrolling through each and every one, and only to discover that we do have a large pickup tomorrow, and, you know, what needs to happen, and all the various containers that need to be regarding recycling, and also recycling with the county. So they are hugely valuable, and I just want to thank Ron Lauderman for that. Also, thank you for assessing the public properties and making sure that they're taken care of and cleaned up, you know, because they are a site. And I personally want to thank our borough manager, Kurt Paluso. Last Friday, I had, last Thursday, an 18-wheeler came down my block on George Street and took down my my electric and my cable.
Oh, my God.
And took everything out. Had nothing. It was easily repaired. Thank God the electric came down right to the meter portion, so nothing. I called PSE&G. They took a look at it. So I personally want to thank you for Chief DeWicki as well, because he, you know, forwarded the borough manager forwarded on to Chief DeWicki to make sure that everything was, that we got the name of the truck and everything was all in alignment. So I really want to thank you for your assistance and your help. And that was at the last minute, was over at the street fair. So, thank you for taking your personal time out there. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, 17, Resolution 333, right?
Yes, it'll be
Dash
333.
2025, executive closed session of October 21st, 2025. Will the municipal clerk read the executive session resolution?
Whereas NJSA 10412B allows a public body to enter into a closed session during a public meeting, and if upon conclusion, the meeting will return to an open public session. And whereas the Borough of Fairlawn has deemed it necessary to enter into closed session, excluding the public, to discuss matters that are exempt from disclosure, pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation other than collective bargaining agreements. Now therefore be resolved that the Borough Council shall now enter into a closed session, and that the discussion in closed session may be made public when disclosure will not detrimentally affect any interest or duty of the borough.
Can I have a motion to go into executive closed session?
So moved.
Sorry?
Second?
Telling yourself.
Anybody want to second that?
She did.
I did.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry about that.
Roll call.
Councilmember Salinas?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraus?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Reinitz?
Yes.
Mayor Cotrell?
Yes.
And Mayor, upon a motion by Councilmember Kraus and seconded by Councilmember Salinas, Resolution 333-2025 was carried by a roll call vote of 5-0.
Okay, we're now in closed session.
Closed session at 9:00.